Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're working on a Ford F700. It is a 1987 water truck, not a vacuum truck. All it has is a water pump. It has a 370 Ford in it. I can't tell you if that's the big block or the small block, but it's a pretty good sized motor, I'd say. And then as far as that's been sitting for about 5 years now. So we're gonna get it up and running today. We're just gonna go through the basics, make sure, get the fuel pump going. And let me do an interior tour. So, no headliner, any power, no power, just smells like rat shit in there, not gonna lie to you. So we're just gonna go through, we're gonna check spark, check fuel, dump some fuel down the carb, and then it should run. We might see if we can rig up a fuel system and drive it around a little bit, but we'll see what we can get done. Let me get set up real quick. Now, the biggest problem I was having the other day was turn the key on, right? We do have power, the battery's hooked up. But then you go try to test to make sure we have power to the coil. Don't know if you can see that, but we got nothing. Trace that wire back right here, shut out my clankers, and then went ahead, found out it was on this switch. And now, I know to some of you this is pretty obvious, but I'm not big on this don't know a lot on this mechanical stuff, but see, now we got power. So now the last thing was when I was cranking it over yesterday, we had no power in here. I mean, we have power in there obviously, but the points need sanded, so I think we're gonna do that next and then see what we can do from there. So let's go ahead and just to prove it does crank. And I did check the oil this time. I know I've had that in past videos. Oil looks clean, no water, no fuel. So anyways, we'll get the sanding. All right, now let me know when that falls. Okay, that's in a bad spot, but this is off. Okay, turned it off. I don't want to get shocked. Popping off the distributor cap. I'll go ahead and disconnect the coil. I guess I didn't have to do that, huh? Stupid things in my way. Get the rotor, put that there. That looks dirty. I'm not gonna fix that. Then, got some sandpaper here. We're just gonna put between the points and open them up. I know this is really good cinematography here. We're gonna say I'm good. Guess what I can do? I can turn power back on and open and close them and see if it's popping or not. How about I set you guys up and then you look at that and then we can figure out whether we got that's good spark or not. Give me a second. All right, hope you enjoyed that setup because I did not enjoy setting it up. Good luck in there. We'll see what happens. Did you see anything? No, it's because the battery's dead. Hang on, let me go throw like a jump pack on it or something and we'll see. We'll go from there. Alright, so I went ahead and jiggled the wires and I put a battery pack on the battery, so how about now? Alright, that ought to be good enough. points might just be bad, but who knows. Let me go smell gas. That's kind of weird because the fuel pump is not hooked up. It should be right there. Yeah, that's the fuel pump. Mechanical, but we're going electric on it, so I don't know why in the world I smell fuel. Anyways, let me watch that back and I'll get back to you. So I know this is a great video, but now, well, I say that because you guys can hardly see anything. But we got power on right now. What I'm doing now is I'm testing the voltage because that battery is just about dead anyways. And so I think the lack of spark from and the points is, I think, from the battery being low. Also, forgive me, I'm stupid. I need to find the ground. How about now? Here we go. So we only got like around 8.7. Which, that isn't good. So I think it's a 12-volt system. I'm like 70% sure it's not 6-volt. What do we got in here? Doggone it. Where's my screwdriver? I'm trying to open the points and see if I can stick it in there and check it. I don't know if that does anything, obviously. Ooh, I got shocked. Yeah, so what I'm getting from this is we got low voltage, which you probably have a power draw somewhere. I mean, I'd hate to follow that wire all the way back and figure out. It probably goes to the relay, or solenoid, I should say, starter solenoid. But let me check battery voltage real quick, and then I might just throw my truck on there with jumper cables and see if we can get better spark, because this is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Be right back. Despite previous plans, with this in the way, my jumper cables won't reach this far. So what we're gonna do is just take that battery back on the charger, and then we will steal the battery from Peach over there. You've seen Peach, it's been on the channel. Go check that video out if you haven't, but we'll go steal Peach's battery because that one's a known good one, and then we can get back to this. Please pardon this intermission. I wasn't gonna film this at all, but this was the battery that was in Peach. Value battery. I don't know where you get those, and I've never heard of it in my life. But anyways, we'll set back up and see if spark looks better now, and then if not, I don't know, figure something out. But let's go ahead and, I don't know if the key needs to be on or not, but I just do it anyways. But then we can worry about more important stuff like starting it and brakes and clutches and all that fun stuff. Now I was just gonna test spark at an individual cylinder, like a spark plug, just because I don't think we have it. But instead I'm just gonna try and start it and see what happens, and we'll know pretty quick whether we got spark or not. I'm gonna go with probably not, but you know, never hurts in trying. Love it when a guy's right. Let's try this again. that's close too. So we got it running, which it didn't run well off the spray. I don't know if you heard, like it never even stayed running. I mean, it is an Edelbrock on there, and also the spark may still be weak as far as I know. I mean, it's good enough to start, but sometimes you got to go back and resand them again after you already sand them. But here we have two pumps, I believe. Oops, sorry. The two pumps, I do believe this one is the good one, or better than this one. So what we'll do, got a bunch of wiring. We're just gonna wire it. We're just gonna put it to right here, since it's already hooked up on a switch. And I did talk to my grandpa, said should we put a relay in, just do the right thing, and he said I mean, look at the thing. He said don't worry about it, you know, the wire is a fuse in itself. If it's something wrong, it'll burn, which you know, it's good to hear going to a fuel pump. But we'll go ahead and I'll show you how to wire, but you know, I'm not that good, but we'll see what we can do. So basically, here's my setup here. I'm gonna have this go to the coil, the power side of the coil. I'm gonna connect it to this wire, and the other wire is gonna go to the end of this wire. And then it should be on a switch, and then I gotta plumb the lines. I will have to get under there and do all that. I had to get under there to measure it. It was not fun, but I guess I'll do a time lapse of me wiring this. And not very good, don't judge me. Welcome to under the truck with me. I wouldn't want to be stuck down here with me, but here we are. It's very inconvenient. The fuel pump's up here on this fuel rail. I'll show you once I finish it, but for now I just gotta set myself in here like so. I went ahead and I'm gonna just get crisscross applesauce, make myself comfortable. Now I can't reach my tools. So I got my fuel pump with me. Where'd my bolt go? So the bolt's gonna go, what's the way it flow? It flows that way. So we have a line here that goes to a tank over there, and then it goes up to the carb. So went ahead, we're gonna go ahead and got my long wire here. I'll just probably thread that. Once I get this mounted, I'll just thread that back up to the front and zip tie it to places where it'll be out of the way. Now, where was this at last time? I want to say it was right here is where it was mounted. Is that a line or no? Close enough, I would say. I need to get those meta glasses so you guys can see too. There was some kid at my school selling them for like $275. I was like, I can get some decent GoPros for that amount, I think. So I'm gonna take this bolt through the top, and then there's a ground on the pump. I'm just gonna ground to this. That will definitely ground to the rusty body. So that's the thought process there. There's a just rusty thing stabbing me all over, and I gotta reach in awkward places. Why don't I have 3 hands? That would make this way easier. Is that cross-threaded? I don't know. But I'm gonna do it anyways. That should be good. Service truck. Okay, let me get you all in here. So here's the setup. Whoa. All right. So we got the fuel pump there. We went ahead and just grounded it back to there. You have a line from the tank, which I think I'm gonna cut somewhere along there and put another filter before it hits the pump so we don't ruin the pump. I think that'd be the wise thing to do. And then get on there. Sometimes I need a little persuading. All right, we got the line to the carb right here. Uh-oh. Maybe it was this hole it went in. I'll get back with you guys. I think I need to redo all that work you just saw me do and do it again. Oh my gosh. I do this to myself. Why do I do this? There we go. Pump is now in and works a lot better now. So now we're going to take this wire and we're going to trace it all the way back up to the coil. Then we'll see if we have fuel turns on. But then I'll probably tighten up these, and then I'll also probably put the filter probably right there. I like it right there. I don't know why. Old fuel line, but we'll see. Catch up. Hope you guys are enjoying the view of that brake master. We're back up. My foot fell asleep, so we had to take a temporary break till my leg didn't feel like it was destroying itself. Like right there. I'm routing the wire to the coil right now, if you were curious on what I'm doing. Put it through there. Something like a brake line goes through. And we're just gonna put it through there and pretend that won't rub it, and then cause a short later down the line. So power's right here. Sorry, I'm just thinking of better ways I could have done that, but what's done is done. Sorry, I don't know why I do that. It's a habit, but go ahead and come on, Mr. Coil. So then we're just gonna put this in here, like so. Don't like how that goes through the plug wires. Maybe like that. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, let's tighten this up. Oh shoot. This whole thing's not in here very well, it just sits. And the big thing is you want to over tighten it so that way it strips. And you have to get a new bolt or coil. Just like I just did. That's very important. Maybe redirect this. Oh, there we go. It's almost like I'm wired before. I never have. So, sorry, let me adjust the old camera holder here. There we go. So, we took this yellow wire, and then that runs all the way down. That's the brake thing I was talking about. And then it goes to our fuel pump down there. And so, in theory, since this is on a switch, when I turn it on, in theory, both should turn on. I'll turn key on just because. Hear that? You got a fuel pump going. Did it push any fuel? Sorry. No fuel yet. I'm sure it's probably close, but I think for now, we have a fuel filter in here. Yeah. Just is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and clamp everything down pretty good. Might throw some gas in it and see what happens. So I would show you that, but that'd be boring, and I'm not sure how long this video is yet. But once we get fuel up to the bowl, basically that's probably when I'll start recording again. I don't know why I'm telling you guys that. I'll probably cut this part out later. Here's what's going on. So went ahead and fired up the fuel pump, zip tied everything out of the way. We made sure all the clamps are on the fuel line, no leaks. Also put in a fuel filter. So now we're ready to start it. I did have the filter run a little bit, or the pump I mean, and we did get fuel up here. So now we're just gonna, I'll probably turn it back on. I might need some more power, I'm not sure. The battery's already getting kind of low. But we'll go ahead and I'll set you guys up by the exhaust for when this thing fires up. And we'll do it that way. How about a headphone warning, eh? Holy crap. That thing's loud. Oh, it doesn't run anymore. Okay. Oh my goodness, I smell burning and smells like someone's been smoking cigarettes. Golly. Jeez. All right, choke doesn't work. Thing sounds gnarly. Holy shit. My goodness. I guess we'll check for leaks real quick, and then maybe we'll see if I can get it to idle. I'm not sure why it just died like that. That sounds like the fuel pump was still working, and we still had whatever. So, damn, I'm just impressed. Things sound gnarly. All right, so we went ahead. I checked coolant. Coolant's good. Checked gas. We got about 1/16 of a tank. Some real old stuff here. Actually, I'll show you. So. Does not look good. I don't know how good you can see that, sorry. But we're gonna go ahead and start it back up. I got a charged battery in it now, so I don't have to worry about going back and forth to the jump box. I'll go ahead and get it running, and we'll rev it up a little bit, clear it out, see what it's got. As far as, I don't know what I'm talking about, sorry. Thing starts right up pretty good. I just gotta breathe on that key. That's all I gotta do. I know what happened there. I may or may not have accidentally knocked the wires out of place. Oops. That's how, there you go. That's how you do a quick emergency shut off. No, she runs good though, so I'll just go over there, fix those wires, and I think we'll call this done for today. I think we'll end the video off here. We'll go ahead and probably drive it another day, but not this video for safety's sake. And also that tractor split, there's stuff all over, and this is kind of a landmark and this little lot here. So we'll go ahead and call that good. I might video messing with my grandpa later when he comes back. I'll be like, yeah, I can't get it going. I've been messing with it all day. I don't know. We'll see. You'll see. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Later.